Welcome. We are visiting intelligence field being created by mind. Mind is of the format of brain organ of human body. Human body is of Shad chakras format. It is Sathapatya. The Vedic knowledge systems are approaching intelligence field and other values of existence phenomenon within human frame as well as within solar universe in terms of Devnagri alphabet format. Devnagri alphabet format is of 5 folds. When we are visiting creation of intelligence field by mind in terms of Vedic systems along Devnagri alphabet format, then we are essentially approaching it in 5 phases, parallel with 5 folds of Devnagri alphabet, namely letters alphabet, numbers alphabet, and Sathapatya, the metric format, which itself is of 3 folds. 3 folds of Sathapatya are 3rd, 4th, and 5th folds of Devnagari alphabet. These 3 folds, namely 4th, 5th, and 6th folds, as 3 folds of Sathapatya are of external characteristics, of middle characteristics, and of internal characteristics. This chase takes to origin of creators of space, for space. The origin of creators of space is of transcendental features. It is the manifestation of transcendental domain within creators of space, which as well is of 4 folds, and in terms thereof happens unison of transcendental values. These 4-fold processing steps of unification of transcendental features lively at origin with 4-fold manifested domain are: number 1, Salokya, that is being within same domain; Samepya, that is nearness within same domain; Sarupya means of same form within same domain; and Sayujya means unified within same domain. In the present lesson, we shall be concentrating only upon 5 folds of Devnagari alphabet. The 4-fold processing steps of unification of transcendental features within creator space will be taken up in the next session. The Vedic knowledge systems are of Vedic mathematics values basis base. Vedic mathematics values basis base is Sathapatya format. That is the 3rd format of Devnagari alphabet. First format is letters alphabet, as the text will be Ekadikain, Purvain, Anurupain, and so on. The second phase is the numbers alphabet, which would mean the translation of the letters text like Ekadike and Purve into their parallel numbers placement values sequence. Now, Sathapatya in terms of Ekadike and Purve as the source of sutra and Anurupain as source of sutra will sequentially take us to interval as of domain boundary form a raised to power 1 is to 2b raised to power 0, square as a square is to 4b raised to power 1, cube as a raised to power 3 is to 6b square, as hypercube 4, a raised to power 4 is to 8b raised to power 3, hypercube 5 as a raised to power 5 into 10b raised to power 4, and hypercube 6 as a raised to power 6 is to 12b raised to power 5. Interval as hypercube 1 is of Sathapatya geometric format of 4 folds minus 1, 0, 1 and 2 of summation value 2. Square is hypercube 2. It is of 4 folds set up 0, 1, 2, 3 of summation value 6. Cube is hypercube 3 of 4 folds 1, 2, 3, 4 of summation value 10. Ahead, hypercube 4 is of 4 folds 2, 3, 4, 5 of summation value 14. Hypercube 5 is of 4 folds 3, 4, 5, 6 of summation value 18. And hypercube 6 is of 4 folds 4, 5, 6, 7 of summation value 22. One shall sit comfortably and to permit the mind to glimpse and imbibe these features of manifestation of fourfold Sathapatya format as hypercubes 1 to 6, as along this very format is the manifestation situations of the existence phenomena within human frame as well as within our solar universe. This way, now, when we are parallel with the Sathapatya geometric formats of dimensional bodies of interval, square, cube, hypercube 4, hypercube 5, and hypercube 6, then of these dimensional bodies, 3 distinctive features, namely of boundary, of a middle geometry, and of an interval as origin body, deserve to be comprehended well. One shall sit comfortably and to permit the mind to sequentially glimpse and imbibe these triple distinguishing features of the dimensional bodies. With respect to the interval as hypercube 1, its boundary is of 2 components, so value 2, and its middle geometry is the third of value 3. The hypercube 2 square is having 4 boundary components, so value 4 for external characteristics, value 5 as the middle geometry for the middle characteristics, and as hypercube as origin of the next body is value 6. Like that, we shall be parallel with the tabulation of triple distinctive features as external features, as middle geometry features, and as internal origin body features of these 6 distinctive bodies, hypercubes 1 to hypercube 6. Once we will be parallel with these triple features of these 6 bodies of Sathapatya miring rod, we will be parallel with the organization format features of Vedic knowledge systems, of which Ganita Sutras mathematics is the basis-based mathematics. This way is the most important phase and stage of a takeoff. Sadhaka's students, fulfilled with intensity, urge to be parallel with Vedic systems, Vedic knowledge systems, Vedic mathematics, Vedic sciences, Vedic technologies, and the existence phenomenon within human frame of Shad Chakra formats and of our solar universe of Panchmabhut, Prithvi, Apa, Agni, Vayu, Akash, and Surya. They shall glimpse and imbibe these features distinctively, and let there be deep imprint of these features within one's mind. That way, these features will become lively features of the intelligence field. Aim is that we shall have proper direction, progressive directions for our intelligence field, and for it, naturally, we have to have proper imprint of these features within our intelligence field. This imprint of these features in our intelligence field that way will become parallel with the natural built-up base of human body of Shad Chakras format, which is naturally in unison with the existence phenomenon of our solar universe of 5 basic elements: earth, water, fire, air, space, which take us to sun, Surya, as the 6th element. Surya is having 6 as its number, and first letter of Ganita Sutras is the 6th vowel of value 6. So from letters alphabet, we reach at numbers alphabet, and from a numbers alphabet, we reach at the Sathapatya, geometric formats, and then geometric formats are of 3 distinct features: Bahir, boundary; Madhya, middle geometry; Antrik, internal, as organ body. One shall sit comfortably, one shall permit the body to be through these features. For it, illustratively, let us have a reference of 6 space. The first letter is A, so it is a letters alphabet description as a 6th vowel. Second fold is numbers alphabet. The number 6 is the placement number of first letter A, the 6th vowel, in the row of 9 vowels. So the translation of first letter in numbers alphabet takes us to number value 6. From here, we go to the Sathapatya, the geometric formats, and value 6 takes us to 6 space. From 6 space, we reach at hypercube 6, the representative regular body of 6 space. And the 3 external characteristics of hypercube 6 will take us firstly to value 12 as 12 boundary components of hypercube 6. Then it will take us to value 7 as the middle characteristics as the middle geometry. 6 space has 13 geometries, and parallel to them are 13 versions, and the middle geometry is the 7th geometry. As such, the middle characteristics, the 4th fold of Devnagri alphabet, take us to value 7. Ahead, the external characteristics would mean 6 space in the role of an organ, and 6 space as hypercube 6 is a 4 folds 4, 5, 6, 7 of summation value 22. This illustrative reference shall be extended for other letters as well, and for the words as well. Sadhakas are fulfilled with intensity of virtue to be parallel with Vedic systems shall take these blissful exercises and evaluate their own comprehension as to the extent their memory and their intelligence field is parallel with these natural distinctive features of 5 folds of Devnagari alphabet. Once we are on the path of our initiation and direction for our intelligence field, we have to begin with Devnagri alphabet. On the computer screen is Devnagri alphabet in its letters form as well as in numbers form. Once we are face to face with these parallel formats, once we are well acquainted with these parallel formats, first fold as letters alphabet and second fold as numbers alphabet, then naturally we are on proper initiation path for the further processing steps. Of the further Sathapatya processing steps, the central part is the middle geometry. On the computer screen are 13 versions of Hypercube 6. Hypercube 6 is the representative regular body of 6 space in 4 space. Domain boundary ratio is a raised to power 6 is to 12 b raised to power 5. So 5 space is in the role of a boundary. The boundary, the transcendental boundary of 6 space is of 12 components. These ultimately become the formats of Dwadas Adityas, 12 suns. These as well will become the formats of Dwadas Jyotir Lingam. It is here where on the focus will be the central version, the version of Hypercube 6, where half of its boundary is intact, another half boundary is absent. This is the 7th geometry. Like that, we have to have firm glimpse of the versions of Hypercubes 1 to 6. Sadhakas are fulfilled with intensity of work shall be parallel with these distinguishing features as external of the boundary components, as middle of the middle geometry, and of internal as of the role of Hypercube 4, all the 4 folds of Hypercube as origin. Once we will reach this phase and stage of all the 5 folds of Devnagari alphabet, then we shall be making ourselves properly initiated for the subsequent fruit attainment of this compactified format of Devnagari alphabet. And it is going to be in the form of the unification of the origin within the domain. These will be 4 steps. We shall be focusing upon it. We shall be imbibing these features in our next lesson. One shall sit comfortably and one shall be through all these features of 5 folds of Devnagari alphabet. Thank you very much.